Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com, and welcome back to another Squarespace Rapid Fire Critique, where I take one of your websites and give it a critique. I'm a critiquer, so now if you'd like to get your website critiqued, well, maybe there is a chance. Go to the link on the screen to submit your website, and maybe I'll be giving yours a critique sometime soon. Now, if you're looking for the best turnkey solution for building your own portfolio for your photography or video or any other website needs, use what I use. I use Squarespace for JaredPolin.com. You can get a 14-day free trial at squarespace.com/fro. No credit card needed, no obligation at all. Just check it out. I think you will love it because you need no coding skills whatsoever. If you decide it's for you, use the code FRO at checkout to get 10% off your first month or first entire year. So here is the website. We've got Darian Backus. So this is Darian Backus's website. It's not built on a Squarespace. Not sure what it's built on, but we don't care because whatever works is what works. So it looks like we have a wedding portfolio, we have a portrait portfolio, and this spins and looks pretty good. But the other thing is, what I don't see right off the rip is a way to click into the site other than, well, all collections or picture this photography. Where does that take me if I click on picture this photography? Well, it looks like it takes me to the photo portfolios where I see wedding, view my wedding portfolio, and view my portrait portfolio. We've got a top bar here that says home portfolio with portrait photos on the top and weddings on the bottom. For me, if you're going to put wedding photos to the left, I think it should be the top because it's the first one. It's a little subtle thing right there. We've got all sessions, about, my gear, and contact me. We'll get back to that in just a second. But let's go to the about page because I want to see who we're talking about, because that will determine how I critique this site. That is a truthful thing. Depending on what their about page says, if they're an amateur or they do something other than photography, but they love taking photography, I'm going to critique it differently than somebody who is a full-time professional. If somebody's a full-time professional, I'm going to be a little more harsh on what I see to help them try to make more money or just to get a better page that they could be happy with. So this says right here, thank you for visiting Picture This Photography at DarianBackus.com. I'm Darian Backus, a junior studying chemical engineering at the University of Arizona. Bear down, whatever that means. Photography to me is all about capturing special moments and the emotion that comes with them. I started really getting into photography during my freshman year of high school, where I learned the basics through film and darkroom processing, which is great. After that, my love for photography grew, and I couldn't wait to buy my first DSLR. Okay, so we're getting a life lesson here. Opportunities, here's my website. You can view my portfolio, search through recent sessions, and check out my gear list. I love what I do, and I can't wait to work with you. So I'm confused, and let me tell you why I'm confused. You're a college student studying chemical engineering, and you love photography. Nothing wrong with both of those, right? But you're saying, I look forward to working with you. Are you asking for the sale? Is this a serious photography website where you're hoping to get jobs, or is this a hobby? I would make sure in this section to really say what you're looking to do. I love photography, but my main passion, or let's see, I'm going to school for chemical engineering, but I love photography. That's also a passion of mine that I do on the side, and I do it really well and would love to work with you because you could hire me. So you get the point, something along those lines. But try to separate the two. I'm in school currently for chemical engineering because that's what I want to do as a profession. But I have a passion for photography, and for the past X amount of years, I've been a photographer, and I would love to work with you and photograph your next event. So that way you're painting the picture in two different ways. It shows what you do and that you have a passion for this and that they could hire you. This is a little more wishy-washy, and I'm not sure what they're looking to do. Now, we've got home, which we don't need to go back to because we were already there. Portfolio, we can go to, what's that say? Portrait portfolio. And the way that this page looks right off the rip, with everything separated so far apart, is that it looks more amateurish and a little more like an old school 2008 website because everything's spread apart. It's not a bad thing, I just don't find it to be an appealing way to look at photos on a website. So we got this stuff loading. This guy's saying, hi, my name is, I go to Auburn. Whatever, these look good. This is fine. The way that it cycles through the images, I don't mind. You also have to be careful with some of the focuses because it looks like some of them aren't sharp and super in focus. But I like the different types of photos. You're trying to get some stuff. This is great. I love this photo. That's nice, Arizona Stadium, because it puts the person there in the parking garage or in the parking lot, but it still works. Strong backlight on that. Be careful cutting off the fingers. I know this is turning into a rapid fire critique also, but you cut off the fingers. You shouldn't do that. Can't say you can't, but you shouldn't. Excuse me, kitty, could you please not scratch my chair? Thanks. I like this. That works well. All right, I'm going to get out of here by hitting escape. Let's go look at wedding portfolios really quick. I'm curious if you're looking to do photo gigs or not, shoot weddings, because it didn't say that in the About Me. It didn't say you're looking to shoot weddings, but having a wedding portfolio, to me, means that you are looking to shoot weddings, which there's nothing wrong with doing that to make some extra income, or if it's actually something that you love doing, there's nothing wrong with that. But just ask for the sale, because I'm not seeing anything on the site so far that asks for the sale. So it's not telling me that you are looking for this type of job. Let's see what All Sessions has. Loading, loading. We've got graduation portraits, weddings, events, and more. So you can scroll through. This looks like a blog to me. I don't know what is that. Okay, so we've got pictures. At least they're not on train tracks. At least. And be very careful with these backlight portraits, because this is what's happening. You've got all the strong light in the background, and it's washing her out. You need to use the dehaze slider in Lightroom to help bring this back. I get it. This, to me, shouldn't really say All Sessions. You should really have a blog. Now, let me tell you why I think you should have a blog instead of All Sessions. This way, you could date the things, whatever date it was, put in a story about who you were shooting, and then put in the images. But when you just put All Sessions, it just gets all mixy-moshy, mishy-moshy, and I don't like it as much personally. But that's me. But I do think a blog would be better. Or even if it said All Sessions, but it was laid out like a blog, that could be better as well. We've done the About Me. We've got the My Gear, something I love seeing on a website. Here's a comprehensive list of the tools I use to create images, though this list is always changing since I seem to have gas, gear acquisition syndrome as many call it, camera lenses, lighting gear, and much more. For my lens tag, quick list, click here. Well, I'll just put this out there right now. You might as well go check out my Gear Vault, because that is where you should be listing your gear, not on your website. Check out mygearvault.com. Go download the app. It's for Android and iOS. It is the best way to input, organize, and protect your gear. It's much better than the other ones that are out there, and I think you will love it when you check it out. So when we come back here, we're listing a Canon 1D Mark IV. That's great that that's the camera that you use. Bought this beauty off of a professional photographer. Does that mean you're not a professional photographer? The new body upgrade that is now my main camera for every occasion, 10 frames per second and a massive buffer, means I'll never miss a shot. I don't care what gear you use. And I say that no matter if you're a pro or you're not a pro. I don't care what gear you use. I want to see your work. Your work is what I'm hiring you for, not because you list here that you've got a couple of Canon Rebel T3 bodies. Let's see, I would say that the shutter count on these is in the hundreds of thousands. I don't care. I don't care. If you want to put that in a blog post talking about something you just purchased and how that's going to make your photography better, then yes, go with that. But there is no reason to list right here my gear on your website. That's what my Gear Vault is for. In a nice way. Turning back here, we've got more lenses, we've got more stuff, we got more flashes. No need for this whatsoever. Get rid of it altogether. And that goes, I think, for everyone out there. You don't need to list your gear on your site to make somebody think that you're a professional or better or worse than you are. All you need to do is have great work or good work. Let the work speak for itself. I'm not hiring you because you use this camera or that camera. I'm hiring you because your work looks great. Under Contact Me, we've got interested in a portrait session, need some updated family pictures, want a price quote for your next event, or just talk photography with me, please, I'm lonely, talk photo with me. Send me an email and I'll get back to you as quickly as possible. So that's fine. You've got all of that up here under contact. I don't like Facebook, Flickr, Instagram, and Pinterest being listed here. I want the contact there, and that's what these are for down in the bottom, is for your social buttons that people could click to. Or you could move your social buttons that are important up to the top here so people could see them. I think I have that somewhere. Well, I have that down here on my Squarespace website. And actually, I don't think I put them anywhere else on the site right now. Oh, they're down here. Facebook, this one, this one, this one. And it looks like I need to add Instagram. Maybe I never added Instagram for whatever reason. It's time I go do that right after I make this video. So we've got that going on. And another thing I notice is if I click on Instagram, it takes me away from your website. You want to make sure that that launches in a new window. If you're going to ask for the sale, put it in the About section. What are you about? What are you looking for? Not so much, not saying it shouldn't be in the Contacts, but go into more detail in the About. What are you looking for? What types of jobs are you hoping for? Get rid of my gear and tighten up the photos a little bit. And let me see how many wedding photos there were real quick. That's not a bad amount. Just scrolling through real quick, but stuff like this doesn't do it for me, and I don't think that's going to do it for very many other people either. So you need to be a little selective with the images that you're putting in your wedding portfolio. This is fine. That not so much. These are a little better. That one not at all. You got to check your and that's not in focus. You got to get rid of that altogether. See, that's much better place setting because it looks better than just being inside with fluorescent lights. That's a little better. All right, just be careful with your focus. Isn't that image in there twice? Was this image in here twice? How do I go back? Oh, wait. Oh, no, they're just the same image basically, but different slightly. So make sure you're not repeating. Pick your best 20, 25 images and put them in here. I would lead with more stuff along this lines and less about the place settings. Yes, they work, but I would make more of this the focus of what you're looking to do. Yeah. Ooh, cupcakes. I like cupcakes. I definitely like cupcakes. Anyway, so that's what I have to say about that. That basically is the critique of this person's website. I hope it helped you out a lot. Don't forget, you can submit your own website at, bit.ly.com/frocritiques or bit.ly/frocritiques, and I maybe will critique your portfolio if you'd like, or your website. You can submit that all on the website. Now, if you do not have a website yet and you want to make one that looks great and is easy and affordable, check out squarespace.com/fro to get a 14-day free trial, no obligation needed. You decide that it's for you, use the code FRO at checkout to get 10% off your first month or 10% off your first year. I use it for jaredpolin.com, and that's where I'll leave it. To check out the last rapid-fire Squarespace critique that I've done, go ahead and click on the screen right now. You could also subscribe on YouTube or give this a share if you're on Facebook, and that is where I'm going to leave it. Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com. See ya.